Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe by hitting the subscribe button or the little watermark. Thank you. As we know, recently Samsung unveiled their new mid-range smartphone line, the Series A. So we have the Series A52, Series A72. And for those videos, you can go here or in the description section. Now, up next, we have the foldable line, which is due for an upgrade because it's a new year. Now we're expecting to get the new Galaxy Z Fold, in this case will be 3, the Galaxy Z Flip 3, and to add to that line is probably going to be a trifold phone. Here's a render of what that phone could look like. Now, as we also know, Samsung won't be releasing a Galaxy Note this year. It has left the Note line to make a comeback next year. Rumors are that the reason why they did this is in order to save up some of those chips and components that would have otherwise gone to that line of cell phones to go into the Fold line. As we know, due to COVID-19, there's been a shortage of chips and components for not only smartphones, but a bunch of devices. Not only is Samsung looking into expanding the line of their foldable phones, which makes sense at this point. I will say they are the most successful foldable phone maker. Expanding their line is supposed to bring other people that might be holding out on buying their other phones. The reason why they're going to do a trifold phone is because supposedly when the phone unfolds all the way, you'll be able to have a 16:9 aspect ratio. So if you want to watch movies or TV shows, you could do it as it was intended. Not only that, but also the trifold design will allow them to have more gaming capabilities, where you could probably prop the phone on one side and use the bottom as a controller and the rest of the screen available for display. But there's more. Of course, usually what a company does, it comes down to money, dollars and cents. Samsung so far has sold 3.5 million units of their foldable phones in 2020. They are shooting for 10 million in 2021. And one of the reasons why they are going full force into foldable, other than trying to actually increase the amount of foldable devices they're going to be making, is because they can charge more for those devices and then they can make more money that way. A prime example is that the Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G was $2,000 when it launched, versus the Galaxy Note 20, which was $999. Not making the Note this year for making 3 different lines of cell phones where you can charge double the price of the other phone makes more sense. The price of one Galaxy Fold is 2 Note 20s. Now, the idea with the trifold phone, as I'm calling it, well, that is technically what it is that because of the aspect ratio, app developers wouldn't have to tailor their apps to the device. Versus right now with the Galaxy Z Flip and the Galaxy Z Fold, because of the aspect ratio, which is 25:9, app developers have to tailor their app to those devices so the app will scale the right way. So it will be easier for people to use the trifold phone and to have a better experience when they're using the phone than when they use the older versions of foldable phone, if that makes sense. It's a good step for Samsung. Not only that, but it keeps the line fresh because they're giving you a new form factor of a foldable phone that hasn't existed before. And again, they could charge more for that form factor than the other two, making that trifold version of the foldable phone the premium version of the foldable line. Right now, there aren't that many details about what the phone is going to have. I mean, for sure, we can tell that if it's going to be top of the line, it's going to have all the top of the line components in it, right? Snapdragon 888, it's going to be 5G, and all these other things that all these other phones within Samsung have. They usually tend to carry over. Even to this day, with the Galaxy Z Fold 2, the screen inside is still very delicate, which is why it has a form factor of closing it and make sure that there's no gaps to keep debris out and all that, because that screen is still delicate. It's not as bad as the first one, but still a delicate screen. So if you had a trifold phone, as you can see once again the image here, it means that one of these screens will be on the outside, will be part of the foldable type of screen. Will that carry a high risk of damaging one of the sides of your screen and then potentially killing the rest of the screen? Because usually when you damage one side of the screen, sometimes the rest of the screen goes with it. So I wonder how much their so-called flexible glass that Samsung makes has improved. How much stronger it will be to be able to put it in your pocket and not having to worry that, hey, if you put some change in there, now your phone is dead, kind of thing. But I'm sure we can count on something coming sometime probably during the summer, because most likely they will want to launch this thing during the fall. What do you think about the new form factor of the Galaxy Fold 3, or this trifold looking phone? Is it something that looks more appealing than the other phones did before? Do you own a Galaxy Fold phone? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.